Today, I want to talk about rest and how my perspective of it has changed over time. There was a time when I thought rest is not a good thing. And what I would do is a lot of times I would overwork myself or I wouldn't take any time off. There would be no time that I would spend doing something that I wouldn't perceive as productive or contributing towards my goals. And it actually was in some ways a toxic place to be because one, I actually didn't feel comfortable resting. So it's kind of like it was something that was making me feel bad, or it was really something I might even avoid in some ways. But also, it would lead me to burnout or decreasing returns of my investments of time and energy in whatever I was doing. So it wasn't working. And then I started to learn that rest actually is really important. But the way I'm resting right now is, for the most part, it's just switching between the tasks. So, for example, when I start the day this morning, I went for a run. For me, that is a rest from working. Then after that, I did some work, which is a rest from physical or getting closer to my physical goals. And now I'm pretty much planning to finish the work early so that I can go to basketball practice because we have a game coming up this Sunday. And since I've been back from having pretty bad cold only like 10 days or so, I need to work as much as I can to get my cardio back up. So that's why I want to go to the basketball, which will take some time away from me being able to work. But for me, that even though it's really intense, it's really tiresome, but for me, that's a rest from the work. So that by the time I'm back, I can still do a bit more work before I go to sleep. So I think the way I do the resting right now is one, replacing or switching between the tasks where one might be mental, one might be physical. And it has been really helpful for me where that way I can sustain both. But also when I feel that I'm starting to be in a place where I might be um, a bit too overstimulated, that's when I will make sure to take some rest where, like last weekend, I did very little work. I did my cold plunge. I still did my workouts, but cold plunge with sauna and just getting out of the house, that was something that really helped me to recharge and feel much better for the week ahead. So I would say rest is really important. We don't want to get to the place where now rest can get in the way of doing stuff. But recently I have been enjoying a lot of that switching between the tasks where if I need some rest from the mental, I go do something physical. If I need rest from physical, I go do something mental. And that way, I'm still moving towards goals in different areas, but at the same time, I get rest and I don't get to the place where I'm overwhelmed with either of them.